Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. 2024. Okay, we already almost out of January already. Time goes by so fast, right? Just life passing. Anyway, um, for some reason, the energy that I had, like I lost it, and I wanted to pull back from this life. But it is what it is. Thanks to all who is here. Kindly drop down. Good morning, good morning, good morning again. Happy Friday, and thanks for attending. Um, your presence is greatly appreciated. And guys, whoever is here and in the trees or wherever you are, please thumbs up the live because I'm not even seeing myself. Um, I'm not even seeing myself anywhere. So I don't know what happened. It looked like I lost subs and everything else, but anyway, it is what it is, right? Not everybody's gonna like you. um I'm a straightforward person, and um I'm not here for popular votes. I just want for me to whatever they say to show up, so that when I go live, you know other people get the notification who's up to me. I would like that. You don't have to agree with someone to be in the chat, right? I'm not a person. I've never blocked anyone. Never blocked anyone. Because if the minute I have to come and do that, YouTube would have to let me know that this is what you would call it. This is a protocol that I have to do that. You understand? Other than that, I'm not blocking anyone. This is virtually, people want to bring things on the street. That's on you. You want to bring it on the street, you could take it there too. But I'm not. I always say I'm not scared of a man, woman, or child. Okay, so and nobody gonna. I'm gonna block them. You understand? Because I'm not a disrespectful person. But if you come and you mess with me, we could get there. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes things we have to take it in steps. And this is coming a lot from our. This is coming from something you. What can I say? It's like a part of your makeup, your DNA. It's part of who you are, right? Some things is gonna be with you from the time you know yourself from childhood to adulthood. I don't know if people would agree with me with that. But if you're a mean-spirited person and that's just a part of who you are, you cannot hide from the real you. You could pretend, you know, and unless you have, as an actress, you were trained to do certain things, the real us will come through. Okay. So I said that because of the what I'm seeing out here. Now, I know, and right now I'm kind of like I'm getting back that energy a little bit. I'm getting it back. Because something, what I see going on here, I caught a replay of Hello Split Boy. How you doing? Happy New Year. I caught a little of his live, right? That he did a couple of nights ago, and they were talking about the B sector. Um, a lot of people were speaking about the B sector. Some of them, they're not speaking the truth. You see, that is why. Listen, you know what? I don't give a fuck right now. Who wants to stay with me right now? Once you listen, just listen. Just give me a listen here. You don't have to agree with me. But you see, when it comes to truth, you understand? I hate a liar. And if you're going to say you're this person, you understand? Or you want to say you stand for something, stand in your shit. Because not nobody hands is clean out here. Stand in your shit. Don't go around and come around and make yourself looking all clean and shit. Because I saw something, and I don't know what's wrong with some of us out here. It seems like how the my whole damn, like I'm lost the word. My philosophy of life, right? My philosophy of life is entrance, exit. However we will go, we will go. Some people is gonna say, hey, you know what, you smoke too much. You will get this, you will get that. And the people who never, and they live a healthy lifestyle, is the one might get that same disease. So miss me with the shit. Who want to believe in that way? Let them believe. You could be the most holiest person, you got to go. We all gonna turn back to dust. Okay? So saying this, to say, I'm saying this right now. When you're young adults, a lot of things could go past you. But when you meet a certain age, and especially, you know what? Like people will say male identified or whatever they call that shit. I have respect for another human being, whether you're male, female, or anything in between. Okay, respect is respect, right? Long as the days when a woman had to be respectful, had to show that level of respect, right? Because that man is like he's the ruler or whatever. Gone is those days. Those days are far gone. Because women used to be at home and a man go work hard and come home to his family, right? So we don't have those things anymore. So guess what? A lot of you females out here, because to me, 80%, maybe I'm wrong, 75% of the viewers, the subscribers out here are females. Are females. And more of in a golden age. Most of us is well grown. Okay? And they don't have no little kids. They have younger adults. And I would call them younger, like 30s and going down. I would say like 29 going up. I don't know if they have younger than that. Because I gotta address something. You know, a lot of people use age, and it's not the first time I speak on that. I'm gonna get to the source of what I want to talk about. But I have to address certain things because some people needs to be reminded. A lot of people look at age as a read. Age is not a fucking read. How is it gonna be a read? And it's a process of life. How is it gonna be a fucking read? If you're telling me I'm 80 and you're 26, your passage in life, wouldn't you like to be 80? Wouldn't you like to live to see that age? Did anybody have any kind of power to age backward? So miss me with the fucking shit. Okay, and then again now with age, what are you doing out there? What are you doing out there? In my 20s or 30s, you think the fuck. Now let's say I was single. What the fuck I'm doing out here? This would have been a pastime. Sometimes I would have been out there, going out, meeting people with your man, whatever. The only young people I should see out here ringing around is because they have their significant other, and this is just a pastime for them. To me, being here day in and day out on this internet is saying your life, your real life, ain't nothing going on there for a young person because you're supposed to be out on dates, meeting people, going places. That's what it's all about, of being young and enjoying, not to be on an apparatus and you're there from place to place to place. We're not seeing each other, touching each other, smelling each other. So to me, the internet, especially being here all the time, it's the people who is retired. You would find a lot of people, sometimes their significant other is no longer alive and stuff like that. So please, so when I hear the bullshit, y'all stop it at that kind of cursing. Especially younger people criticizing who should be. It's no fucking age limit out here. Y'all miss me with the age. And when you got old bitches calling other ones old, the thing sounds so stupid. Anyway, now going back to Mr. Spirit Boy live. A lot of people was talking about about how they got here, who knows a lot about this group and all of that. Now they have a lot of subscribers I met over here. Okay, They just don't have, they never open their platform to say they're going live and all of that. They just love, um, you know, being a subscriber, right? So we all are subscribers first, right? Whoever have a, platform and they want to say something and, so forth, right? That's optional. So now a lot of, like I said, a lot of them come up here. A lot of people, you cannot say, and you know who I'm addressing? And y'all don't have to agree with me. Y'all don't have to anything. Y'all could keep that inside of you. Um when people like that man, Ricky R, because they hear people is be pulling and flagging and all these things. A lot of them say they're gone, but it's still around or whatever, whatever. Anyway, like I said, say what you mean and mean what you say and stand in your shit. I never hear he came out really and said how the fuck he became a content creator, where that started from, and how this same beef sector had really turned their back because of the way how he came on when how he came here and became and started to be a content creator. He was riding on the baddest roaster back. Okay, that's how that shit started. He was a subscriber. I think she had mud him up. Can't remember, but he was there with her, and then they fell out. So this what we see right now with 3 Cents and Miss Undie is the same similar shit. Okay, same game, different fucking players. Because these people out there could be fucking nasty, but they forget or they think everybody forgets. Okay, so he came out and he came out to me the worst that I've seen. The worst that I've seen in this beef sector to date is that over there with the baddest roaster. With this lady, oh God, her name. She wasn't from this sector. Oh damn. Oh, damn. He had an interview with her, and I think it was a part one, part two. It was bad. It was bad. That when he came around, and he came around to like people like hello Chicago lady 5'8", right? Came around there. I think she shunned him. She didn't want no part of that. A lot of people shunned him, right? Because of how he came down on the baddest roaster. It's not how he came down on her. It's how he came down on the children. Everybody was touched. And to me, that is the worst I've seen. The second that I saw that was very bad, it was them parading Tracy's mother in her casket, right? That's when I said human being going to the lowest. I did not see this one now. I did not see, but that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. Nobody don't have to agree with it, but that's how I feel. I did not see what happened yesterday about this parading of misunderstood situation. I did not see it. Thank God I did not see it. Because that, if that is so, that is bad. I'm gonna tell you why that's bad. If a male had done that, we would have said, okay, because what males do, not the ones that's 100%. Because they got heterosexual males behave worse, and they will say, oh, the gays will curse us down. No, they got heterosexual men, maybe still in the fucking closet. They sometimes worse. Okay, worse. And you will see they will do that. They will do something like that. They'll call it revenge porn or whatever. Because it is what it is. That's breaking the law, right? I don't know. And now let me jump into my situation now with what I'm seeing here. I don't know what happened with these two people relationship. You get in bits and pieces and like people is holding back. Because always this is it's something, it's like a train crash. And you know it was gonna happen. People who follow these people and know how things happen here, it never fails. It's the same shit. Because this lady came over here, Miss Pizarro, hey girl. Miss Pizarro rolled a red carpet for her. Miss Pizarro also, because a lot of people was tormenting her when she was in the chat. Miss Pizarro, I think, murder up and all and things like that. And this other lady, Miss Hippie, she was the next one that was modded up for, so that nobody wouldn't bother them, something like that, roll out the red carpet for them, right? And then her good Judy take over, and she was fighting worse than a fucking pit bull, fighting like she was on a payroll. I don't know if she was on a payroll, but she was fighting hard. I've never seen she fought so hard for somebody that she just got close to. And we're not talking about years, because I don't think their relationship went into like 2 years or plus. They say, well, you grow on each other, you get to know of each other, right? It maybe was barely going into 2 years and fighting like hell. But I'm going to tell you what I see, what I observe. And I don't give three shit what nobody, if anybody, believe what I'm saying. They agree. You don't have to agree with me with one shit. Because once upon a time, and I'm going to talk about 3 cents now, and you all know who I'm speaking about. Because people going to the lowest, you can't put nothing past them. Because now they will flag you for anything or whatever, whatever. Look, so 3 cents. I was there. To me, I was a very strong supporter. Nobody couldn't say shit about her, right? Was I there when a lot of these bad things was happening? Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Yes, I was there. Did I condone everything there? No, no. But I didn't come out on air and speak in the public for people to hear. Certain things I did not like, such as, hey, Nest girl, Nest son being her thumbnail at one time. That thing hurt the fuck out of me. That hurt me. Okay? But I live to see all of them wrap up back again. It's good to forgive and just move on, right? But some things they say forgive, you don't forget. Anyway, so then all the kids, she started going after kids, they say from the cradle to the grave, because some people you have to fight them like that. Because like I always say, this B sector was ruthless. Okay? It was something else. So I always say, if you have a family and you're exposed, that is your responsibility, because you enter this field at your own risk, and you should go and put up your people, put up the ones, care for your people that you don't want to be exposed out here. Because the minute you walk on that field, that battlefield, and you have your people coming with you, your people is exposed, guess what? They will just be the casualty of war. And nobody gonna care, because if you don't care about them, why the fuck should I care? And that's how the most of it ran over here. People would say, oh, no children. Hi, Miss Trish. She was one that had petition and all these things, and want people to sign up, like to cancel people who is talking about kids. And this is not the only sector try to remove kids from this situation, to say, well, don't come and attack kids. Deep down, I know that would be very, very hard, unless that person who controlled YouTube, Facebook, and all that shit, unless they come and they say something, it will be no change. It will be no change. Because we would never do it for each other. But when the big dogs that we don't know, I don't even give a fuck about us, and they put their foot down and said, there would be no cursing, there would be no children on the 18, you speak about them. That's the only time it's going to stop. It's the only time it's going to stop. Okay? Other than that, it's just going to be this bad and ruthless behavior. So now let's come to this situation with she and Hello Misunderstood. Because I did not see it for Misunderstood at first. Okay? I made a couple live on her. I used to call her AKA. I would say Metiana and all of these different things. But like I said, when people, you see changes, you back off, right? Myself and this woman didn't have anything personal, but what do? You take up other people's situation. Because you see shit and you can't sit back and see the shit rolling. You want to say something about it. It's like what's going on right now. And I see some shit. And not all of us is going to look at it that way. This is how I look at stuff. When the two of them got tight, that was during the time when that ring, that $60,000 ring, had mysteriously disappeared en route of coming back to her. Okay? Her good Judy at that time was airing that out and was more concerned about that ring than the owner, right? A matter of fact, her good Judy came out first and spoke on the ring, right? A lot of things that our good Judy came out and spoke on. Like she was a spokesperson for her friend, right? Okay. They saw calling each other sisters. That's the problem. When people start talking about love, you see that words that come freely out of our fucking mouth, but love. And I love you, babes. Give me a fucking break. You gotta love yourself before you could love anybody else. You gotta love your family before you could love me, a stranger. Give me a freaking break. When people start throwing out those words so freely, something is wrong. Because action speaks louder than words. Give me a fucking break. Show me how much you love me. Don't tell me you love me. Anybody could say that. And this is the situation. So this lady, Miss Undie, figured she got a pit bull. Both of them have faults, but let me go first with the Texas lady. Now, what I saw was going on, to me, I just looked at this over the last 2 days, and this came out, right? I'm like, oh my God. It's according to what sorry, Lord, sorry guys. Hold on. The ambulance passing. Hold on. Okay. So so what I've noticed, right? Because of what the tea lady was speaking on Miss Undie, then it's what drew my attention to that. Because I'm looking, you were saying all the time, you was running and rooting for her. Oh, she's clean. She's on a sobriety this. You couldn't say nothing but her. She was ready to fight and all of that. So then you were lying. You were there on the false pretenses with this woman. You really didn't give a fuck about this woman. Because as a matter of fact, that woman came out, Miss Undie came out, and she used a remark one time, and I saw it. But when I see the rest of the sector didn't stop her, didn't check her, I said probably, hey, they give it a pass. Because when she used a remark, I don't know if she was mad with the whole sector. She said, what? I'm feeding you all. I'm feeding you guys, right? So I'm getting you all to eat or whatever. So that is when I came out and I said, and you got something back too. You got contents, and plus you get subscribers. When the stupid, the tomboyish or the tomboyish fucking person came out and started saying something differently, that's a talk about fucking lies. And these sick, this twisted fucking people that could never keep something straight. They're so corrupted. Anyway, so what I look at now, according to what the tea lady is speaking on Miss Undie. So that means you were there. You knew or you were feeling this girl was not straight. This girl is not, she's messing up when it comes to her sobriety. She's falling off the wagon. Or you didn't really care because at one time I questioned and said, wait a minute. If your friend is on a road to recovery, that's my friend, and I wanted to feel better, and bringing certain things on the airways about the ring, about the DK man, and all of these things. You're the friend. You striking up a live. What you think this woman gonna get? Agitated. You don't know what caused her to start using in the first place. But what we could see, maybe her nature is very nervous and one of these kind of people. But I think they call them hyperactive, something like that. So you didn't give a shit about your sobriety, right? You cared in a way. You cared about her to get what you have to get from her. So you got a lot from this woman. You had contents for days. And then you were the first runner because she and the Kim lady, she ate so much that she can't even stand up. She still didn't digest that. She keep on eating from this woman, right? Now, she ran, look at this, she ran and she traveled to this woman. Things did not work out. Now, you still stay with this lady. And then you went on a trip and you all share a room or whatever, whatever. Now you're calling this woman all kind of addict and all kinds of stuff, right? This same lady, just the other day, you were defending. What went wrong? What went wrong? You know what went wrong? Guess what? It had to be two things I see. They always say money, the love of money, right? Money. That's what they say. If you got friends, you want to remain friends, do not loan anything. If you're going to give it, give it. Don't expect anything back. That's just something will break up a friendship fast. What I see was going on there, because they were out, I don't know if this woman was under the influence such as drinking or whatever. Because somebody kick one habit and you with the next habit, right? First of all, what I look at, you as a friend should not have had this woman anywhere in a bar. And I look and I saw and say, wow. Because if she kicked one habit, guess what? Alcohol is not impairing her judgment too. She shouldn't even be around here. You should have been sheltering your friends and going places where she wouldn't be tempted. But guess what? You didn't give a fuck. I'm looking at it one way and then I look at it in another way. I look at it because of what you just said. Yes, your conversation. That's it. Sometimes people speak too much and speak too fast and go too deep. And that means when this falling out came, the picture that you started to paint, the first thing you started to paint of this woman about her character, like she's a whore, she's a nobody, she's a junkie. But guess what? She can't be all of that, and you are in her company, because they said birds of a feather flock together. Show me a company, I'll tell you who you are, right? So she's all these things. You coming out now and saying, so you know of this deep down in you that you suppress. Why you suppress that? You wanted something from her. So what you wanted there is her financial backings. You wanted her to back you financially and was hoping that you really fall off the wagon by way of inducing too much alcohol and so. But what she did, and the second time I saw some sobriety into this woman, and I say, yes, she's getting there. It's when she was keeping check. You know what I saw that? When they was in Miami. And I looked at that lady's face. I don't know what they was whispering about. Now we know it was about the money and keeping count of the money. So now you're gonna tell her, this is the junkie you're speaking to. You're gonna tell her when she's telling you, hey, keep a check of what's going on, like the amount of money I'm bankrolling you. You're like, oh no, babes, you take care of that. You know why you say that? Because you coming like a junkie. You acting like a junkie would act. Irresponsible, and you don't give a damn. You acted how you're saying she is. That was the action of you. Just telling you what I saw. I'm not saying that's what you are. So you were hoping that in case of anything break out, you had no intentions of paying her. Because regardless of what she had said or did, if you was a person of morals and values, listen, the first thing I would have done, just like what I told her, look, when we get back in 2 weeks, I'm going to pay you. My dear, I'd make sure I'm going live. As I'm cash apping her and show everybody the receipt. Just cash app her money back. But you look for an excuse, like the criminal over there, Kim, to say you're not going to pay back that money. So what does that make you? This is not thousands of dollars that you did not make a promise to say, I'm going to pay back. That is speaking more about your character than hers. So, like you were hoping and wishing you would have bled her financially and hoping that she's not going to keep account, or you would get the same luck that she gave to Kim. Because notice how much Kem destroyed this woman. Back, forward, sent in everything. Yeah, SpongeBob. She destroyed this woman every which way. And this woman keep going back. It's like she was addicted to that box figure that can't stand up. Yes. But might not be your luck, and it's not your luck. Because look at how fast that went and aired you. But you know where I saw this is bad? And I looked at this, and you confirm it now. At least I got confirmation. When they were, anybody who followed these people, when she went to meet this misunderstood, they met up and whatever. I can't remember what day it was, but she came out and she said, oh, we're going to do a threesome, or they had a threesome, something like that. The Texas lady mentioned they had a threesome, or they're going to do a threesome or whatever. I can't remember if Miss Undie said no, 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 or the DK man said no, right? But she was happy and giddy about it. But in the same breath, less than a year, you coming out now, yesterday, whenever, to said, oh, you were in a room with them and they were having intercourse. I know you was disgusted and you thought that they wanted to engage you in some kind of threesome. And you were not into that, or you was disgusted. First of all, if you weren't into that, didn't you had a place that you were staying at before you came over to the hotel or whatever? Thought you had somewhere you were staying at. And first of all, me as a FEMALE, that female chick, I don't care what. I am not going to share no room. You hear what I'm saying? With no woman and she man. This is not the short, and she man. And I have somewhere to go. I don't know him like that. Female to female, we could share places. Because if we be skin out, we have the same thing. You got a pussy, I got one too. But a male that you don't know anything about, that's her man. That's not my man. I ain't going nowhere to stay in no room. But it have to be some crisis that I can't get there. And it's a situation that I had to stay over. Okay? So nobody forced you to stay over. You were not under duress. So that means in your head, the only reason you didn't go for that, because you didn't want the DK man. You wanted you and her. It would have been okay if it was the two of you, because you showed it. The woman said, I can't remember if when y'all was in Miami, if y'all shared a room together, or y'all was in a cruise ship. But you know where it comes? Sickening. Sickening. The one thing I never heard about this woman, I didn't hear this woman is a lesbian or she goes that way. That's one thing we didn't hear. Everything about her is man, 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 man. Okay? She's supposed to. It's her pum pum. You do use your pum pum, right? You're not using nobody's pum pum. Okay. So you as a female, you came out and you told us you're bisexual in a way, because you said you had a relationship with a woman, but you didn't like it. Let's say, okay, you did it one time, you were curious, whatever, you did it. But you know, you suppressed something there. Look at this. I could never, if this is my friend, if I didn't know this lady like that, and let's say all of us on a cruise, and we shared a room, me and her is close, we talk a lot. There's my sister. And you see in her crutches, because by accident, you saw her crutches, like the crutches look very dark and very discolored and whatever. The only way I'd have come out and say something, I'd have said, oh my God, what happened there? You know? Because remember, you're my sister. So I'm not going to turn a blind eye to it. Right? I would ask. It could have been a birthmark. But what you did, you was up in her crutches that you could have explained. You could give us an image. And you're telling us, you're giving us what do you call it? A photo. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, man. You're giving us that. Telling us in her crutches what it looks like and all of that shit. Probably They have some human being, they grow here beyond the crutches. At a certain part of that meaty part where we have that muscular joint, that same gap that Queen Bee, they said had the surgery to get that gap right down there. Sometimes here grow all the way there. Some people it's very hairy. Maybe it was that you were seeing, maybe you were seeing here. Okay? Nobody knows. But you look in this woman crutches. And you know what? You know what she didn't say? She never said, oh, you know what? She asked me about that. She said she saw, what is that dark mark in your crutches? But no, you digested so much that it was in your head. It was like it was a you take like a snapshot of it, a video of it, that you could come out and tell us what it looks like. And look at what you did. Look at what you did. You now came out. You know what would have been? You know what you would have been trending for? You know what people wouldn't have been looking at you? I thought you would have come out to the picture and say, oh my God, see, caught her with a pipe. Mhm. I caught her with a fucking pipe. Here is exhibit A. And she said she's sober. Look at her. Tattooed. She wouldn't have a leg. She couldn't go nowhere because it's facts. Right? That would have made people to be more interested in that. But like I said, most of the population of our sectors are female, heterosexual female too. You came out. The first thing you're going to expose of your good Judy, you and her was not in a lesbian relationship. If you was in a lesbian relationship, I could see, because okay, you take the man of the role, you take the role of the man. So it's like revenge porn. What you did, you went and you outed her with some pictures of her in her most vulnerable state or poses, and you bring that out here. And the people who is cheering you on, listen, let me tell you something. If they didn't have a relationship, I would have still said that's gross. A male would more do that. A female, like our female would go showing a male small peen. It's just the opposite. The people who's cheering her on and thinks that is okay, it is not. It is sick. It is fucking sick. And the person who have a problem is her. Because you know what? It showed already. And I won't say winning, because there's no winners here. It's not about winning, it's about life. You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the amount of people that was there cheerleading this shit on, right? And who is going along with it. Now, this woman here had, you said she went through the whole of the YouTube sector, right? She went through from man to man to man. But what we know for a fact, right? That she is somewhere coexisting with her baby's father, her child's father, right? And her on again, off again man, DK. They're together, right? Okay, at least that relationship, this man was in this relationship from the time I know her. When they exposed who he was, right? You always hear her name called with that man. And then this man here, Uncle Shook name was calling too. So they had some long relationship too. But the difference now with the Texas lady, Mom, something is wrong. You have the problem. And the people who's cheerleading you should not. You have a problem. Now, these are different people. These are two different men. The raw character and the nobly character, two different men. And both of them, as far as I'm concerned, rejected you. And after a very short time, because the guy, the character there, the first man, he didn't even wait for the vacation to finish. He went in straight. I think the first and the second day he went all the way in, not in the cavity, everywhere except there. He had this all over the place. He humiliated you in more ways than one. Okay? That's what he did. Within a year, you picked up this knobbly man. You run down there again, running after a dick instead of the dick running after you. That's right there you go wrong. At this play hard to fucking get. Like I said, something is nothing you, it's nothing you. You run down there, see this guy. Y'all didn't get the footage like the other guy. But the other guy was cracked all by himself. He was the show all by himself, okay? But the two of y'all combined. Anyway, so you went over there. You came back. When they had the hello Jay Wilson, Happy New Year. When they had the Jay Wilson had the Christmas tree challenge, you came in third. Great. Your Christmas tree. I was so happy for you that you were feeling happy after, you said your family members and so forth and so forth. And the first time in a long time you were preparing a Christmas tree and waiting for this guy to come. I didn't know if he was there because you were talking more like was present tense, right? I didn't even know that. And I said, wow, they're moving pretty fast. Wow. Anyway, I was happy. I was happy for you. And happy that you won too, you know. And that was nice. Anyway, he came. I don't know how long he spent. And he flee the coop. So then, Mom, something is wrong with you. You cannot come after this woman because you know what? You're making yourself look bad. You know why you're making yourself look bad? Because guess what? You call her a junkie. You call her this. She's loose. She's this, she's that. But still, she don't have men that is run away from her. If even they move and go a little bit, they come back. Because she could boast and say, DK, don't go anywhere for her. He will always come back to her. Right? The child father is they're coexisting. That means they have an understanding. She have a level of understanding, whatever. But you now, you went on that a romantic quest. And these men finding fault with you. And every time it come back to your way of life. Always talking about, it always come back about you as a person. Like you're not a clean person at all. Like you're sloppy, you're messy, and all of the above. Right? Because in that first footage of the same Rob character, he had spoke about something and he said, what is this or something? You turn, you said, oh, I always do that at home. Right? Then your good Judy spoke about that on the ship, that you had things all over, even on the ground. So that is why that's why you're attracted to those kind of people. You're attracted to people whose judgment is impaired. But guess what? Don't matter if somebody's drunk. Like I said, it's what is in you. At least they knew. Listen, look, the next one come and said he was clean up after you. Or he said he don't mind clean up after you. Why would a man say that? Because he saw something. Because when a man take out your clothes from the what, that all those things is disgusting. How you could speak about said, aka calling this woman a junkie, and up to now, no man didn't come and say anything but that. Like they had to clean up after her, they had to do this after her, and they had to do that after her. At the first thing, is something you're giving out. You're not giving out that feminine. You don't have that feminine touch. I think, let me see a nice way to put it. You're built, your upper part of your body, and I'm not saying this as a read, okay? Because God bring us, what our parents didn't have no say into that. Our baby, our child, we didn't have no say into that, right? No human being don't have no say into that. But your upper body, especially your shoulders, it's like of a man. It looks you got like a masculine. If you were going for like weights and so to be a weightlifting, so you would do good. Your feet, your legs, right? Not the upper thigh, the lower thigh. Your calves are big, and you have good muscle, like right down there. Down there, shaped like a man, because we know you're not athletic. Shaped like a man. For a female, you got a more masculine look. That's what I mean to say. You got more of a masculine look, right? Okay. You're speaking about said friend that she's a junkie and all of that. But what I see was Murphy in to said junkie. Because look what you did. You said over and over, you cannot come out without makeup. You would not do your own hair. You would always wear a wig. You told me that. You told the crowd that. That first platform that went. She said that. And I was surprised to know you saw braiding your hair. So who he was going after. I'm going to braid up my hair. Me, you misunderstood. So you was following her. And the wild kind of way of you, at least you never show us that part of you. We have never seen you behave like that until this woman come by. So what you were doing, you had like a, what is it? You had like an identity. What do you call it? Something identity, like you take on somebody else. Is when people, y'all know what I mean, man. Hopefully. So that's doing, you started to do. Because we never knew you as acting wild and crazy and behaving like that. Everything that this woman did, look at how desperate you were. This woman talked about the meth use, right? She spoke about it because she said, look, she's blogging and she's transparent, right? She said it. What was her drug of choice? You jump on your platform now. Jump and say you were on speed or slow or whatever the fuck you were on. And then people said, oh shit, that's like ice, meth, crystal, whatever the fuck they call it. Poor Miss Pastor went live trying to help your ass out and said, no. The tree lady is not that type of person. No, she don't know what she's speaking about. Instead of you sitting your ass down, you jump up and said, no, I know what it was. I used to party or I used to do this. So you wanted to act wild and crazy like her. You were taking on her identity. So you see, when it gets like that, anytime a friendship gets like that, even sisters, unless you're identical twins, and if they try to they got their own fucking identity. Your friend trying to dress like you, got your hair like you, and it's not a planned stuff, and you can't even come out to the fucking braids. And just for you to know, the person who's doing your braids, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Go to one of these African girls and they'll do a good job for you. Because when they finish with you, you won't even see you don't have no baby hair there. They will do a very good job. And that's on a serious note. Pay your fucking money and get a job done well. That lady don't know what she's doing. Your face is more wrong. You have big cheeks and all of that. The hair on the top is you need much more. You need double amount of braids there. It looked tacky. It looked like you just put in a couple of braids. It looked disgusting. So all who say you that looks good, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. That is somebody practicing on your head. And you saying you are a hairdresser? I cannot braid, but at least what's looking good. Come on. But anyway, that's on you. But you can't come out and be criticizing this woman and calling she junkie and all that. And the same breath, you still have fucking money for her. You still have money for her. She didn't come down and see you, You went up and you see her. So you act like what you're calling her. You acting like what you're calling her. So let me go to the Undie lady now. Let me go to her. She came up here and she wanted to take me on at one time. And take me on because of the tree lady. She tried to attack me. Then I was over Miss Brianna, over Brianna platform. She came up twice or three times, right? Defending her friend. You know what she said? She said something about a lesbian relationship. Like saying she don't want you, some shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? You see, that's to say you're sickening. You're sickening. You see? Because when you open your mouth and saying some fuckery like that, I've never met this woman. Okay? I'm a married woman for many years. Okay? And that's on books, not what I'm just saying. Okay? Not a lot of y'all married and you can't find no trace of y'all. Okay? None of it. I'm married. Okay? 2 times. All right? So I am not interested, never even tried to find out how the other people live. Okay. I support gay rights and all of that because in my family, those people, what you call the alphabet or whatever, those human beings, they are human beings like us. The only thing is the difference of the sexual preferences. That's all. They exist. But don't throw anything on me. So maybe she made a move and say, oh, she's talking about a lesbian relationship. Because what I'm seeing is like when you all meet up in down there in the wherever you all meet up to, you gotta tell you was looking like timid, like you was afraid and all of that. But she wants us to believe now that you wanted to do a threesome with her. To me, 2 of those pictures showed it. When it was you, her, and the DK man. You could have tell you like you pull away, like you were scared of something, like you were out of body. And I'm like, why is she looking like that? Anyway, so Miss Undie, you were there. You saw she did a lot of things. You came out and you were cheerleading. You heard how ratchet she could get. Was she always like that? No, she was not like that. Until people get her like that. But you have to know how to control yourself. You're not going to go back to bad behavior unless it is necessary to do so. Was it necessary for she to come out and bring your picture like that? No. And again, I still got to go back to her. No. And that is good for you, ma'am. Good for you. Because the way how Kim treated you, then you went with this one here. It looked like you're a lonely person, like you're codependent, or you act like you're codependent, or you're in character. I don't know. Because I know stupid you're not. You're not stupid, right? But guess what happened? You sit down and you cheerlead every fucking thing that she did in such a short time. In such a short time. So what you expect? What you expect? You know when things happen in front of your fucking eyes, you should pay attention to it. You were there. When our relationship makes a bam. And she was done and over because what? Because guess what? She have new people coming, new meat. People was talking you're people was speaking on you, Miss Undie, that you're what I call you a paymaster. So now we know about a financial situation. Because when I was over there, that woman never showed anything about she is broke or she cannot take care of herself. She did not. But you brought that out. You brought that out. But then again, like I said, you get what's coming your way. You deserve some of it. You don't deserve this one with the picture holding. No, you don't deserve that. But you know what? It's an eye opener for you. Because sometimes the people that is speaking on you, at least you know where we're coming from. It's the one who suppressing everything. And the first chance they get, you should have learned from when you all meet up there in LA. You should have learned from that to back the fuck away. So that's good for you. You think she was gonna get better? You know why? You got a red flag slapping you all over the place, pulling out all them fucking braids from your hair, and you still did not pay attention to it, or you were playing stupid, or you think you were special. Is when she had her supporters, especially came on the platform. I'm not talking about the ones in the chat. Came on the platform and cursed the living dog shit out of you. And she did not stop it to say, no, I'm going to address that. Because me, I don't want nobody doing that. We were friends. We call ourselves sisters. And so I would go one-on-one. I don't need you to come. And I would not. That's the 2 of us, our fight. I'm not going to have somebody else. Because that to me It's a cowardly act. It's like taking advantage of someone one on one. Because I'm surprised. She's the same one that normally say they always dog piling up. She said she never liked the dog piling. What was she exhibiting there? First thing she put on her community wall that she was pissed. Then get all of her people all wilded up. And then come the cussing out. Look how many people jump on the platform to cuss your ass out. Who you had there helping you? I think the only person, I think it's one lady. Everybody was against you. And you still did not learn. You went and you start going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. What the fuck did you expect? Hmm? You know how many people out there she was close to? The same lady that rolled that red carpet used to be there taking contents to her fucking ass. And she did not, she did not remember that to say, you know something, I'm not going to go in deep for this woman because once upon a time, she don't care. The next thing she did, she lied on me. And until now, she never came out and said that's not true. Trying to tell people I doxed her. After she said, and that's why I said something is wrong with these people out here. And that's why sometimes I can't even be bothered. I cannot even be bothered. Because I don't have a platform. I didn't have a platform open at that time. She's telling people, hey, she doxed me. Or she trying to dox my family, some kind of fuckery like that. And regardless of what exchange your families get along or not, once upon a time, she know their family. Sometime in the younger life, they coexist, right? I don't know when the split came, or I don't give a fuck. So you must know what your family gives. I have relatives. You must know what it gives. You must know what they say. They're gonna just sell out. They, they like that or whatever. You gotta know what they give. Because what proof you have that I want to dox your stupid ass? After she came out and tell you all, the only thing we speak about is YouTube. So why so suddenly I would want to know about her and her lifestyle or her family? Hmm? And she never came and corrected that. She sat down on her platform too and said that it's true. You misunderstood. That's why me and her was not speaking or some shit like that. Never happened. It was a Kem lady. Never happened. She never corrected that. But you see what's going on now? You see, she came out and blasted me without any provocation. And came out and started telling her people, telling the supporters and the guests, oh, she only gave me this when the month come, and she only gave me that. But the this and the that what you're talking about, you didn't talk about the whole sum. But once a month, when it was $1, I would send it to your fucking ass. And you were so fucking ungrateful. Because that means you would out somebody. So you see, you get back karma in your fucking ass. Because I did not do anything to provoke you. Was you to come out there to telling the people how much money I give to you monthly. So see what misunderstood doing to you? See that? See that? Karma. And more of that. This is just the beginning. Let's go back now to her platform. Karma again. The first time this woman had almost 15,000 subscribers on one of her platforms, right? Main platform got pulled down. Me, myself, I don't know anything about the YouTube business. All I know to be a subscriber. Do a little shit in the commentary section, and that's it, right? The comment section or whatever. When I heard about it, I started to cry. The whole day, I'm from place to place, getting insulted. People saying, go back. She looking for a home. I went to platforms that I didn't even know I was going to go into platform. I went over all at the Lady 5, Chicago lady. She did not treat me bad. But some of her subscribers said, get her out of here, get her out of here. Right? I went to This Man High Big Man TV. I went over there. I had to catch up. I super chat just for me to come up there so that he could advertise the new channel. Because I was crying. I went to Miss Bless. All these places I was around from place to place to place. I was like a panel whore that day. A whore like on steroids. Walking around crying. She came, she rebuilt. I think she lose a page again. So I think this would be, if not the second time, it's the third time. I think she was almost or at 8,000, and she lose that. You know what's your problem, Miss Texas lady? 3 cents. You would never learn. You see, when you love to call people retarded slow, you act that way. Listen to what I'm saying. You act that way. You portray those behaviors. Because remember, years ago, hello Rico, Rico the barber. I think that was his name on YouTube. Rico. Rico was a person, he was going through his shit. And he used to drink a lot, right? He had a problem with the alcohol and his pain. So he would expose himself from time to time because he was impaired, right? Okay, because of the alcohol, like I said. He was not doxing anybody. He was doxing at 9.5. And he lose pages back to back, and big pages too. She, us, the pieces, helped to repair and get him up. I think almost at least 3 times until something happened. She said, no, we can't keep doing this again over and over. Because she was upset because everybody had it. See how she talk about him. Now, what is her excuse? She might not be under the influence, but look at her. You're supposed to be going forward. She's sitting down in the YouTube as though it's something easy. Oh, I'm just going to rebel. Oh, they can't put me down. I have a lot of pages. One day. You see people like you all talk too much. You all is the one who make bad for people. Because if they pull that page from you, sooner or later, it's going to be set in motion. That second things, it's going to have a lot of rules and regulation. That's going to make it so difficult. And people who is relying on these on this revenue, right, as a way of bringing it into the household as finances, right? Those are the ones who's going to suffer because the stupid ones like you all can refrain from doing bad things. Curse her out. Do a series about her. Use a female. And you come out and show that, put that thing on your wall. Why? Because what, you're losing the bet? You're losing. You can't fight with her. You were fighting for her. So now you can't fight for her. What kind of bullshit is that? Something's wrong with you. You're twisted. Because anytime you go so far to dock somebody, you lose. You're a fucking loser. Go live every time you feel like, go live on her ass. Have her busy. Why are you going to do that to her? Didn't she do at least 1 or 2 things nice for you when you all were friends? Huh? You didn't even put that into consideration? You all are some sick motherfuckers. I see that in and out, because I still live to see the people that you say you would never wrap up with. 5, you back with her. The other day I saw I caught a part of your life. I saw when I heard you say, hi Rico, hi babe. And I said, that must be Rico the brat, hello. When I see it's Rico, I'm like, oh my God. You said that was one person you would have never make up with. The only person leave out now is Sean Bradley. Hello, Mr. Bradley. That's what I say. Don't say never. Because you never know what's going to happen. We're human beings. But you stand up so firm and you're talking about this and the people going on with you. You don't see what's going on? Years ago, when you were acting a certain way, you had the strong supporters with you. You weren't wrong or had to run back to work and all these things. You had supporters that would cash up you. Your screen used to light up. Okay? But what happened? You all start getting above yourself because strong supporters like us, when we ask a question, when you were merging with certain people, and I asked one day, who is this people you're speaking on? You got kind of angry. You answered me a kind of a way. Oh, he told what you're asking. What are you talking about? And then you said something about more section, said more. I thought you saying more. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. She got angry with me because I asked. Because something is wrong with her. You see the 7-Eleven lady in LA? She spoke on that woman and said that woman cannot keep friends. And anytime people's getting close to her, she pulls away. She talked that about the 7-Eleven lady. What about you? What about you, ma'am? What about you, ma'am? Ma'am, what about you? Anytime somebody gets close to you, or the people who's good for you push them to fuck away. And the people was not good, like the Kim lady. You know when I know you's a piece of shit and you's a weak bitch? When I see you wrapped up so tight with a Kim lady. You understand what I'm saying? And I said, thank God, because if I was there, I would have left anyway. And that's one of the reasons why I was keeping away. Because that woman is not what she question about. Fuck that shit. When that woman came out proudly and said, she took your fucking channels. And if you talk, she'll take it again. Are you out of your fucking mind? And you gone wrapping up with that person? I would not even say, about you and Five. Because Five didn't take no channels to you. Five and you curse and all of that. But that woman say that. And what happened? That woman controlled the relationship. When she ready, you all saw cussing, she cussed. When she ready, she come back. And she just drop in on you. And you never said, what the fuck are you doing here? Y'all continue with that shit. One day I'm going to do a live on what I'm seeing, my observation, what I'm seeing, and the tricks that is going on there. A lot of y'all turn a blind eyes. I know a lot of y'all might not like me after that, but I don't give two fucks. Nobody never even cash up me a fucking dollar. I don't give two fucks. I'm going to call it. Baby, before the end of the week, I'm going to call it. Because this shit got to stop. And if y'all don't want to listen to me, watch and y'all gonna see what's gonna happen. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me. And I'm so sorry that your friendship had to go south. But Tree Lady, you take it too far. You took it too far. You should not have gone there with that woman. You should not have gone there. As a female, should not have done that. It had other ways you could have get her. Stop it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please thumbs up the video. Please, please, please thumbs up the video. I have to go right now. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry I can't do a roll call. But I'll do this again. But this will be in a difference of the sector. What I'm seeing, I'm gonna talk my piece. Okay? Who like it, like it. Who don't like it, man, fuck away with that. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Walk in peace. Bye.